Hi, we're going to do another critical path analysis, and this one here is about a bicycle company. Now make sure you try this one first and see if you can do it. It pays to put the times on the left here. So this 9 I've put onto the left and the 7 to the left and so on. So put all these times to the left because these numbers come before the letters in your flow chart. You have to do a flow chart showing the order. B must be after A. So I've already written some arrows down here, and so B must be after A. So we've got to put A there. C must also be after A. C must be after, B must be after A. So C must be after A. So I've got all this wrong. So I have to have C after A and then D after A. Oh, hold on, I've got all that wrong. I've got it correct. So when you're doing this, the numbers must come first, and so you put the number 9 leading up to task A. And then B must be after A. So don't have anything at the front there other than perhaps you're going to start the job at 0 seconds. You're going to have 7 minutes there, 7 minutes there, going to C. And D must be after A also. So there's D, and that's only a 2-minute job there. Then you can go ahead and you can fill in the rest of this. We've got, what have we got next? E. E must come after D. So we need 2 minutes up to E. F must come after D and E. So we've got F here. And how many minutes do we need there? Before F is 8. Before G is 8. G must come after D and E. So after D and E, you can go straight down to G there. And then H must be after A, B, C, D, E, F, and H. So all these that go to H have to have 21 minutes on them. All those have to have 8. That has to have 2. Those are individual ones. So then we work out our critical path analysis. And for the critical path, we are looking for the longest pathway. So just by taking the top numbers, I would get 9 plus 7 plus 21. That equals 37 minutes. Going down here, ACH, again, it's going to be the same, 37. Then we go ADEFH, so that would be 9 plus 2 plus 2 plus 8 plus 21, which would be 29, 30, 42 minutes. 11, 21, yeah, 42 minutes. And going down the bottom, ADEGH, well, those are the same numbers as well. So you've got 2 critical paths from F to H and G to H. Then we need to put those into a box diagram or to a table here. Now I've already done this and put them in here. So for my critical path, let's just make sure you've got that. I've just used the crimson color here to show that this here is task A, 9. And then we've got our critical path goes down the bottom. So the critical path goes down here with 2. That will take us to 11. Another 2 along here to 13. Doesn't matter which way you go, E or H. So I've done, to F is 8 and to H, 42. So we've got to 42 minutes there. And then the other tasks we can do in a different color. We can have 7 and 7. So there is our 7 and 7 there. They can be done by 2 different people. And you can get a third people to do this one, which is 8 minutes. That's that task there. And then G to H would also be done by the first person. So basically you need 4 different people here, because person 1 does this colour, person 2 is doing this one, but at the same time you've got person 3 working here and you've got person 4 working here. If I push one of these out here, this is 7 minutes, 16 and 7 would go to 23. That would mean we can't start this at 21. So we have to get 4 people working to get it done in the quickest time. Now the question also asks, it says the critical path is ADEFH or ADEGH would be another critical path. Task B and C can be done by 2 people starting at 9, finishing by 21. And put the float time in there. You've got 5 minutes float time because you've got finishes at 16, doesn't need to be done until 21. So that yellow bit is your 5 minutes float time. G will be done by a 4th person, showing you start at, not 19 and 21, you start at this one here, 13, and finish by 21. Sorry, that should be starting at 13 and 21 minutes. For 2 people, you need to adjust things. So here I've done my diagram for 2 people. So I've got the 1 person in this initial colour here. So here's the first person. He does task A, takes him 9 minutes. Task D, 11, 13. Now because we've only got 2 people, we can't do F and G at the same time, so G has to be done later. And so that task, these dots show the delay. So here I have the delay. We use up that time, and then at 29, and it can go there. So here the B and C can't be done at the same time, so this person here does task B, or could do task C first, C and then B, and they've got 6 minutes spare. That's a 6-minute float time because they don't have to finish till 29, and the last task has to be done after all those have been finished. So just explain that. So 1 person can do task A, D, F, G and H as shown in the crimson there. Task A and H can be done by either person. So you could have had the person in blue doing that and the person in blue doing that, rather than the one in crimson there. And 2 people push the time out to 50 minutes. You've still got a few minutes float time there, 6 minutes from 23 to 29 for 1 person, and you've got a spare person at these other blue bits here. Perhaps I shouldn't have put them as blue, I should have put them as a different colour. Let's say green. This is where you've got 1 person sitting around doing nothing, maybe office work or something else. They are not being used for the task. So that's it. That's looking at the definitely merit to excellence type area, looking at scenarios of what will happen.